They want to be able to kick you out. They want to have that threat. And this is the thing that is so interesting to me, is that there is an actual study coming out where people are saying that they don't like the way that the church is going because they think it's too liberal and too soft. And you're like, this is literally the teachings of Jesus Christ. Like, Jesus, what are you talking about? Jesus wasn't a liberal. Like, what are you talking about?
Hippie liberal,
Everything
bro.
that he stood
Hippie
for
liberal
was literally about taking care of his neighbor. His girlfriend was a prostitute. Like, what? Have you read the Bible? Have you read any of it? Have you taken in any of the teachings?
So here's what Donald Trump has taught me. That is that he and MAGA and JD Vance, Elon Musk, all of them, they were the ones that would have nailed Jesus to the cross. And Donald Trump would have been the one standing at the base of the cross, jabbing him with the spear. That's the reality.
Elon would have taken pictures at the end with his kid on his shoulders.
Yep, and posted it on X.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you mind pulling up that little truth, quote unquote, of his one more time? I want to show you something that I noticed at the end of it. And I'm like, you can tell this motherfucker's so mad. That little T at the end, he's so pissed to press that bitch so quickly. He was like, I gotta send this motherfucker out. Take this, Bishop. That little T was
that's so good.
That was a finger mess.
He didn't even want to fucking erase it.
Yeah,
like, keep that T in. I don't even care.
That's so good.
Petty that motherfucker is, dude.
That's so good.
You know,
I just had to show you that.
The kicker is
apparently Pete Hegseth has been
confirmed. Oh,
told you. I fucking told you.
Yeah.
How do you feel as a military man? How the fuck do you feel about that?
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fucking joke. I said earlier today, my family, like I actually counted it up. My family's given 127 years of military service to this country. And that's just the family that I know of.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh shit.
So it's like I explained it to Sadia actually. I texted her and I said, the day after the election, I woke up feeling the same way I felt the day after I woke up and my dad died.
Fuck.
Like I had that same pit in my stomach.
Dude.
that it's like watching something you love die. And you can't do anything about it. You're helpless.
Oh.
There's nothing we can do.
Vance was the deciding vote, just so you know.
Told you. I fucking
Vance
told you.
was?
Just like I fucking said. Go back and look.
Right.
Let me know when I start being wrong about this, Ian. Let me know when I start being wrong. So, we're so fucked.
Before I forget, the thing you said about your gut feeling, the day, it was a day or day after the election.
The day after.
I didn't even have it. That morning, my mom, I had lunch with her that day. I went and talked to her because she escaped as a 20-year-old out of bullshit. I'm not going to go back into that, but I sat down and had lunch with her, and she was like, bro, when I found out that he was president, I felt like the day that I left Bosnia. I was like, you're kidding, Ma. She was like, bro, I swear to God, it's that gut feeling. Like, you people don't understand here. When you just said that you had that same shit, I don't understand it because I never had that gut feeling. My mother has, where it's like something bad's about to happen or something really bad's going to happen because of this person. And she had that same feeling in Bosnia. That's staggering, dude. I couldn't believe my ears when she said that. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Blew my mind.
I said,
huge.
When I text my friend that's, ex special forces, like I said, when he says this is bad, like it's bad.
No, it's not. The rest of the world
Are you
is
fucking serious? The Gulf of Mexico is now the Gulf of America in the U.S.? They actually voted that
in the U.S. anyway. And that's a New York Times article.
Shut up. Did they vote it?
That was
is it official?
Became a thing?
That is his official Trump on
Friday.
Friday.
Look it up, Ghost.
That had allowed.
I'm looking it up right now.
Promises.
Yeah, 4 hours ago, Gulf of Mexico name change now official. Holy fuck!
I'm done.
What?
Fuck this motherfucker! Fuck!
AP magazine said Gulf of what
I've never seen Ryan leave the show before.
Trump's
We're fucked.
Interior Department, they literally were like, his department said, it is officially the Gulf of America. I'm not calling it that.
I'm not calling it that.
So my whole point is, how many people, and you guys in the group chat, let us know how many are going to switch the name to this, because it's not lowering the prices of insurance. It's not helping to build homes and the house crisis that we have. It's not taking care of any table top kitchen item issues that we are talking about that he ran on. This is not helping anybody in general when it comes to this country and bettering it. The imperialism that he's talking about of going against Denmark. Did you guys hear the conversation with him and the Prime Minister of Denmark? Ryan, have you heard anything about that? Ghost, have you heard anything about that?
I heard that the Prime Minister told him to eat a dick, basically. Like, no.
Practically. Didn't go well. It did not go well. And the only thing I can say to you is, you pulled us out of NATO. You pulled us out of the WHO. You literally are starting shit with us, with Mexico, where they are not allowing you to do any of this. They're now talking about kicking out Americans out of Mexico because two can play this game. And then on top of this, you do shit like this. You are a joke, sir. You are a joke. And there's nothing you can do.
I'll add another one. Shoot.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. Canada about to shut the power off on February 1st. And let me tell you something. Vermont, New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, and a couple other ones are going to get fucked.
Yep.
Because of Trump.
And I welcome it.
Canada is also our biggest importer of oil compared to anybody else.
They don't get that. They don't. Ryan, that's too much thinking now. You're on a different level of thinking now. These people can't fucking think like that.
That's what Jen tells me all the time. She's like, honey, you're just at a different level.
You're on another spectrum, my man. You're somewhere else, bro.
I hope Canada and Mexico show how deeply tied we are with them.
The president of Mexico is about to fuck with him.
Please,
she's about to fuck with him hard.
She has already started.
I can't wait.
And it's a masterclass on her end. But watching what's going to happen, if they do shut off Ghost, I may not be here for next week's show, but you know what? Because I won't have power.
You're in New York.
I'm in New York.
My man, you might get shut off.
I'll bring Ghost on.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Ghost?
I'll fucking come on. As a sitting guest. Yeah, dude.
You might see me with my phone, just looking like what's that movie, Blair Witch?
In the back with like one light on.
If your LTE is working, if your LTE is even working over there, 5G.
Oh my god,
dude! I didn't realize it. You'd be screwed, Ian.
I accept it. I happily accept it. You know why? Because I'm born and raised from Michigan. We've dealt with it all. I'm not worried about
Detroit.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Here we go.
Love it.
It'll be on site.
Yeah, please.
This man is literally insane. This man is losing his mind. He's fucking insane.
This is old.
But their people are fucking loving it.
It is old age.
Oh yeah.
That's the bad part. There's so many people out there that are just eating this shit up, and it's like
loving it.
I text one of them. I go, really? Gulf of America? And all they wrote back, I go, what about your eggs, your groceries? And they go, has a good ring to it. And I go, okay.
Bro, these MAGA people are like Ozzy when he's like, you have any drugs or alcohol? Give me some. That's literally them. You got any MAGA shit? Give me some.
Yep.
These people are insane.
He is the Mad King.
I can't think that way. Like I said, you and I, Ian, we're on different spectrums of thinking.
Well, you know what it is?
My wife, your wife, you know?
It's because we travel. They literally say.
Unfortunately, I've traveled a lot.
There's a reason why they say you should travel, because you have a bigger view. You don't really see. You understand the meaning of borders, but you take in culture. You take in what makes us human. Yeah. You find empathy with what's going on.
Being
in the world.
Japan for 2 years, was very eye-opening.
Yeah,
and I mean, it's not like being in Iraq or anything, but you're still around another culture. Like you're living in a different country. You have to conduct yourself in an acceptable way in their culture. When you're off base. So just having that experience, it's like you have that experience of having to adapt to somebody else's culture, to their country, and it's like it's just eye-opening. It's a great experience for anybody, and then to live there for 2 years, and I think that that is a part of why I look at things the way that I do. You know,
Yeah.
and then we're talking to people, you know, that have never left Detroit. You know, we're talking to people that have never left Arizona. So,
dude, I've talked to people who've never left Hampton, Virginia.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys,
You know, I lived there for
there's
like
so
4
much more
years.
to this world. Get
So much.
cultured.
So much.
I want to go to India. I
Yeah.
want to go to
I would
fucking
love
New
to go to India.
Zealand. I want to see the world, man. I want to go somewhere where I am the minority. That's where I want to
Yep.
travel. I've been
Yeah.
to Europe. They look like me. That's all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
They all look like me.
Yeah, I like the Jolly Green Giant in Japan. Yeah. No, again, it's nice to be able to have that experience. I wish more Americans did. I think it would probably change a little bit of things, but this is what we're dealing with. That's a whole lot of douchebags. So those were a bunch of white supremacists that showed up to Washington, D.C., I guess, see Trump speak. They're coming out of the woodwork. You know what Jen said? She's like, why cover your face now? You fuckers won.
No,
Show your
because
face.
they do realize. They do realize
They
that
know.
this doesn't translate well back at work. It doesn't translate well back in their communities. It's the whole reason why it's the new hood. It's the whole reason.
Cops,
because they are your
firefighters in there.
doctors. They
Well,
are your
it's-
lawyers.
You know,
They are
Educated people.
Yep.
people
They
that
are
you
your
think are
kids'
educated.
teachers. Yeah. It's
That's what I meant by that. Yeah.
it's
That
not,
they think they're
Ryan,
educated, but they're not.
Yeah.
No, guys, because it's not that they're not educated. It's that they are overrun by hate.
Oh yeah.
And it's the element that they have a long game mission, and we've talked about this on the show. When you look at the women, the mothers and daughters of the Confederacy, and how they have hijacked education in the South to teach that the Confederate flag and Confederacy is heritage. There's a reason why these traitors became a symbol in this country versus Germany, where they eradicated a symbol and said this is illegal. This only belongs in a museum.
In a museum,
It will never be in
museums.
personal property. If it is in your property, in your home, you will be arrested.
Yeah.
Gone.
And the fact that we can't take, and this is why I thought the whole thing with the monuments was interesting, because all those monuments, a vast majority of those monuments that were in the tear down phase were all built during the civil rights movement.
Mm-hmm.
They were built as tokens for the Black community to understand to stay in their place. It was not built.
We run this shit, basically.
We run this shit. And that's why it was so iconic for them to start taking them down. So here's the question I have for both of you. What happens when Trump pardons Derek Chauvin, who killed?
He's not going to. I didn't even think
Yes, he
about
will.
that, bro. Stop playing. He better not.
What happens?
Yeah, he will.
What happens?
You know what?
Nothing.
Proud Boy fucking leader is out. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if a murderer was out. I wouldn't be
He's
surprised.
going to do it.
What's going to happen?
He's going to further embolden the 1,500 fucking domestic terrorists he let out. He's going to further embolden the people in the military and the people that he's putting back in that the military kicked out because they wouldn't take the COVID vaccine.
That's right.
He's literally giving
This is
these
the part
people
where we're at.
the get out of jail free card.
That's right.
Like they know that they could go, that they know that they could show up to my house right now and fuck with my family. And there's a really good chance that they'd get away with it.
Well, my favorite is that some of those Proud Boys are J6s who got out.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately went right back to jail because they had
petty
ass crimes or some other things. And the judge in D.C. said to Stewart, is it Stewart? Is that the one, the One-Eye Willie? Is that Stewart?
One-Eyed Willie.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't realize that he shot himself in the face, and that's why his eye patch.
Dan Crenshaw?
No, not Crenshaw. The one that was I think it's Stewart. The one that was the Proud Boy, not Proud
Oh,
Boy.
that douche. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He blocked
Anyways,
me.
okay, him. For historical purposes, we'll just call him One Eye Willie. So that one, he has to actually check in with the new the DC judge, because he says, I don't care that you are pardoned. You are not welcome in this state, in this region, this district, because we all know DC is not a state. In this district. So you have to check in with me. Go ahead.
So let's see, Mr. Gun something. So you think it's all right for the military personnel to be kicked out for not taking the vaccine? Fuck yes, I do, you dumb shit. And let me tell you why. So day 3 of boot camp was vaccine day. So we all line up, we take our BDU tops off, we roll up both our sleeves, and you literally walk down the line and they hit you with shots in your arms for hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, smallpox, penicillin. There's a very long list that they give you. And if you deny any of those vaccines, they send you home. And the reason is because, number one, you denied a direct order. And the reason that they send you home is because now you are not deployable. The whole reason that military people have to take vaccines is so that we are deployable and so that our military forces don't all succumb to a fucking pandemic like COVID or something else. And then we have no military force. Now, if you go talk to somebody who actually served this country, which I'm guessing you didn't because you asked that stupid fucking question, go ask them about the anthrax vaccines that we all were required to take. And if we didn't take them, we got kicked out because we had to be deployable. Okay. Now, then go research how fucking horrible those vaccines are and why they no longer use them. So when you ask me, should the military people be allowed back in? No, they fucking shouldn't. And the only reason they're being allowed back in is because Donald Trump is looking for loyalists. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you.
Can I add something to that with the vaccine? I could not enter this country without getting all y'all jabs here. Whatever y'all required, I literally couldn't enter. I was in Germany at the American embassy, I want to say. They lined us all up like fucking just ready to roll, and bloop, 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 all of us, big concoction. I have a scar still. 13 years old. I could not enter the country.
And why?
Because that's what normal people do. Get vaccinated, man.
Yep.
We don't fuck around with this kind of shit in Europe. People look at you, you're like flat earthers. People that deny the vaccine and flat earthers are fucking equal to me, man. They're identical. Like I don't talk, like, excuse me, what? You don't believe in vaccines? Gotta let you go. I gotta let you go.
Yeah.
Just go away. Goodbye.
So, why get
Ryan,
hostile?
Let me jump in real quick. Just real quick before you. Real quick. I know Ryan Rand's coming. No. With that.
Ryan Rand.
Ryan Rand's coming. Two things about that with your question. This is science. We're talking about a vaccine that was created under Trump with his administration, warp speed first and foremost, and we're talking about a global pandemic. Everybody was trying to figure out what was going on, and now we can talk about other things because we weren't locked into our homes trying to do our own research. When the vaccine was created, it was the first step of us trying to find normalization to get back to civilization. That's the first thing. Now, I live here in New York where I was watching bodies get stacked up in freezer trucks, and I watched those freezer trucks get doubled and tripled. And we're not talking about just some small short buses, actual massive size, deluxe freezer
Industrial
trucks. And in some neighborhoods, the freezers stopped working. So I just want you to understand that in that moment, we were all looking for what is the cure to this thing, or how do we survive this thing? Do people react to a certain shot? There's a possibility. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure that there is one to, out of 100, I'm sure there's 1 to 5 that reacted some way from a vaccine. I'm sure it happens. That's called science. That's also